This assignment is designed to give students a basic understanding of ancient African empires. On this slide, we see the sheet that will be used in class. It will be completed several pages, and then we see the terms for these particular units that are in the AP framework. So you want to have an understanding of these particular terms. The assignment is going to be simple. You're going to work in teams of 4, and each student is going to get either 1 or 2 pages, and you need to determine the dates the empire were in existence, the significance of the empire, what led to the decline, and occasionally I will use images, and these images are from the AP framework. If there is anything of additional significance that could be addressed possibly in class, these are images here that are in the framework, and you are going to pretty much take the packet, split it up. Student 1 reads this page, student 2, student 3 gets 2 pages because I believe there's only 2 empires on the last couple of pages here. And you want to complete that sheet, and again, the directions are going to be that at the end of a certain amount of time, 20 minutes, when each student is doing their individual research, they will then give a mini presentation to the remaining students in the group, and then the students can use that presentation as a starting point for their notes. At the end, each student will have about 2 minutes to conduct their mini presentation to the people they are working with. For this section, we are going to test your group's understanding of the images. We're going to go one slide at a time. Your group will have couple of minutes to review the image, discuss the potential significance, and then share with class. This would be one example here, and what we're trying to focus on is the role of geography as well as these climate zones will play on empire growth. If we look at this section here, we notice that this desert area really doesn't have any empire growth, as well as this section, and that could be a result of the terrain, the climate, and so on. Significance of this image, kind of already addressed that in the prior slide. Here we're looking at hunter-gatherers and where those hunter-gatherers originate. You want to focus on which group of people we are talking about in this particular region. Which group are we speaking of here? Do they represent an empire? Do they represent a tribe? Do they represent a grouping of people? And what's their significance? The Bantu people, the significance here would be the linguistics according to the framework. The focus point is this section here because Egypt always seems to be the focus point throughout Africa's history according to Europeans as an example of high civilization. What do you know about the Nok society? The Aksum kingdom. The hint here will be religion. And then we look at these empires here. And the one thing you want to keep in mind is that each empire replaces the other. Songhai replaces Mali, Mali replaces Ghana. This is the location of these empires. Soso Empire is also in that particular region, as well as was Mali. And again, that is the region. This particular west coast section of Africa will be a crucial area as we get into the transatlantic slave trade. Now we're going to shift to the other side, Zimbabwe. This particular region here, which is going to be significant for trade. And here we see Africa involved in trade throughout different regions of the world. Another empire. This one is a little south of the region we were previously speaking of with Ghana and Mali. And at this point, these two are significant because of the role in the transatlantic slave trade, as well as influence with the Portuguese in other European states. One of these two would put up resistance against slavery. Here are the terms that you want to keep in mind as we proceed. Treat these as quick definitions. And that's it for this assignment.